week 17. So this is Scrapbusting with Gail and Melina. Having a lot of fun. I will say, still kind of flabbergasted a little bit by how much each of these creators actually collage, and I had not noticed that before. But you know, it is what it is, and here we are. So, let me start with Gail this week. So Gail, and I actually believe it was Rachel at Roxy Creations that does the ephemera bags, storage bags. She takes big bags. In this case, it's a pharmacy bag. Folds this up, makes this a pocket, decorates this all up, and then she stuffs this full of various ephemera and sells it as a bundle. I don't know if Gail sells hers like that or not. I haven't checked out her Etsy, I'll be honest. Haven't checked out her Etsy in a bit. Cinnamon Tea is her Etsy shop. But I know she likes making the bags. So, marking that real quick. This is an embossed piece of cardstock that I got in a Happy Mail. It's got kind of a quilty type style on it, so that kind of guided me on my theme for this. I'm going into the realm of quilts and stuff. So I'm just going to run some ink over this to just kind of bring out the embossing. Almost want a secondary color in here. Just brought up my red dauber. I didn't grab my ink out or anything, just what was working with what was on there. This is going to be a pocket down here at the bottom. And obviously, you know, right now it's longer than my bag is, and I will deal with that in a little bit. Where is my circle punch so I can do a thumb notch? Pardon my reach. It got stuffed way in the back. Just giving that a little notchy there. And again, I'm not going to ink the sides because those are going to be getting trimmed out. So I have collage pages, collage fodder, if you will, for the rest of this. Goes here. did my glue page go? Didn't know. Guess I'll grab another one. I don't know where my glue page went. I went to sleep last night, forgot to close my glues up. So I came into the craft room this morning and it's like, whoops. Things all dry and crusty, not wanting to work. I do have this page out of a quilting book. Throw those away. Just wanting to add some color here. Ooh. Let's do that one. That is not my glue stick. So cover that up there. Yes, but let's do a little added something down there. Now, if ever there was going to be a time where it'd be okay for things to look blocky while you're doing a quilt themed piece, you know, definitely would be okay, since quilting is all about the blocking, right? Piece was a little bigger than I needed it to be, but that's okay. Yes. Now you notice I did not open up the bottom of this, which you could. You could have I could have cut this across here, and then this would be a pocket, and then a pocket behind it, and a pocket on front. The potentials are limitless, and in the eye of the creator. So get this piece. Tearing on my glue page is making it challenging. I'll throw those away. That'd be nice when the wind stops doing whatever it's going to do, so that I can actually get my stuff out to the garbage. My garbage can is overflowing. with all the die cutting that I've been doing. So it's overflowing in paper scraps. I'm like, I just need the wind to not be blowing a million miles an hour so that I can burn my garbage. I just kind of saw that line there and went, oh, well, it doesn't, the pattern's not the same. I kind of like the idea. And I'm just going to wrap this around the back. You can cut it off, throw it away. Doesn't matter. This also depends on what your overall use is going to be for this. If it's going to be a standalone item or removable from your journal, you're going to want to cover your back. If you're going to be gluing it into the book, don't worry about it. Let me put up there. So I do have this. I thought these little grids were kind of cool. Can I get away with one? No. Whoops, that was so not straight. Throw those away. Could use one of those for stamping, but I'm not gonna. Let's go there. And again, rather than creating another scrap, I'm just going to fold this around the back. You want something. Just to kind of break up that straight line there. Let's get some ink up here on top. Not necessarily have to ink. This is also already coffee dyed, tea dyed, something, coffee and or tea. Show you the difference. This is straight from the pharmacy. Between my husband and I, we get a lot of meds. So I have bags all the time. Okay. So now you got your little flippy here, and you're going to put glue down these two sides. And glue this pocket closed. I'm also going to fix this flap here. And this flap here. I've already glued those gussets. I mean, they're glued on the side here. So when you open this up, the gussets don't spread. but I forgot to do those little tabbies there. Okay, so we're going to glue down the side. And down the side. And here's my pocket. Oh, there it is. And this little pocket goes down the bottom. Because this is wider and I'm going to be cutting it off, I'm going to glue down the sides here and across the bottom on this one. And I'm definitely going to use the Fabrifix because it's going on something super bumpy. Up the sides here. Center that as best as possible. As best you can anyway. Give that a squish. I don't want to push too hard because, again, that's embossed paper. This is cardstock, so I can't really fold it around. I have to trim those off. Scissors work better if there's not stuff glued to them, right? Now I'm going to ink up those sides and the bottom. Now, I have sentiments that are about sewing. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy fabric. There. I want it down here on the pocket. I'm going to put it down there on the pocket. And so definitely going to need to use the good glue because it's going on something bumpy. Pardon me, I'm going to mute you for just a second. He blew my nose. Okay, so idea. With some bling. Color options. That's too bright blue. Green, definitely not. There's no green on here. Definitely not. That's the end of it. Silver. Pretty sure I already have one of these open, but it's anything that I feel like looking for, taking the time to look for it, but it's going to take me time to open it anyway. It's kind of a yellowy gold. Maybe. And then I have red. Okay. I was resisting the red. That's why I put it up there last, but dollar store. You get 9 feet of it. And most of the time, you know, as you saw, it's in, you know, 3 deep. You know, 3 rows. Most people don't. They use it either 3 this way or they use it a single, like I did here, and cut out as many as they want. So this 9 feet has the potential to actually be 27 feet, depending on how you use it. Yeah. So I like. So you end up with a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. So you get a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Now, if you're gluing this into your book, you could also glue 3 sides and have a side tuck here. You could go here, here, and here and have another pocket come in from the top. It's up to you. You could cover the back in a solid. Then you have a bag with a writing surface on the back, a journaling space. You can put a hinge on here and then this be a hinge on a page. So many different possibilities. So for me, I'm going to glue it in as a pocket, a side. So I'm going to glue across the top. And I'm putting a little extra to cover that flap. To glue that flap down the side. Across the bottom. That goes in the book. And again, because I glued it on the 3 sides, this becomes a tuck spot as well. I'm not on camera. Glued it on 3 sides, so this becomes a tuck spot. Glued it on camera. Glued it on 3 sides. My goodness. Picture. Take the YouTube. Take the thumbnail video. Picture. Didn't need the whole stack. Okay, well, since I left some DNA there. No, it's actually, there was just glue stuck to my finger. So when I pulled it off my finger, the glue got stuck to the label, which is now stuck to my finger, rather than going in the garbage where I tried to put it now 3 times. So week 17. For Miss Gail. And now we'll do Miss Melina's. Okay, give me just a second. All right. Oof. Yeah. What Melina did was made like little miniature clusters, for lack of a better word, using dried flowers. But in reality, the dried flowers was really just an added embellishment on the top. But so dried flowers, stickers, washi tape, cardstock. Now she used a scalloped square. The only scalloped square I had was much smaller. It was only like an inch in diameter, or in, inch by inch, real small. This one's a little bigger. It's not scallop shape. It doesn't really matter because most of this you're not going to see. If you want these to be like miniature journaling spots, you're going to want to pick something that's got writable surface on the back, or cover it. And I would suggest covering it before you punch them out with your paper punch, because then be a pain to cut afterward. These are all going to be glued into my book. I'm not worried about making them writable, so I didn't worry about covering them. Okay, so she started out. She did 16 of them actually, so she did 4 rows of 4. I'm not going to do that many because it wouldn't fit in my book anyway. But it is what it is. Just trying to stick in the in the neutral-ish type tones. But not necessarily like full-on neutral. Just grabbing various scraps. Book page. I don't need a lot because I'm only doing 3 of these. So that should be plenty, actually. So let's just go ahead and put that aside. I also have this book page. So there it is. Like, where did my ruler go? My glue page back over here. You could do this with a glue stick. I'm choosing to use my Fabrifix. This is bumpy. I don't know if you could hear that as I was going over it. Oops. It's got like embossed lettering on it. So I definitely want to use a stronger glue. You've seen me do this, doing random journaling cards, where you collage and then flip it over, trim it down, and then you get, surprise, what's on the back. Oh, that was thick paper. Trim that off for right now. Mop up the extra glue here. There we go. Down. And ooh, flinging stuff. some of this down here on the bottom. Yeah, see, way over ambitious. I took out way more paper than I needed. These away. Back in my scrap envelope. Now, just gonna cut these back into squares. Now, if you used a punch, a shaped punch, you can, take the time if you chose to go around and, give it back its shape. I'm not going to worry about that. Because again, it's, I knew going into it. I am going to take my hole punch, or my circle punch, though. Circle punch. Corner rounder. Round off all of my corners. That is a fantastic cut job there. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So you end up with your 3 little, in my case 3, because I only did 3. I have 3 stickers. Telling you, trying to find stickers that were small enough to fit in the center of this was a challenge in and of itself for me. Come on. Put this one. Center. Go. Goes away. Put my pen away. Now, this is where we pull out the flowers. I bought these 2 years ago. when I first got into junk journaling. I've never used them. Not a once. See, they're still like tangled up together. Oh. It was funny. She was talking about, back in the day of Avon and Tupperware and all that good fun stuff. And I'm like, oh, those bring back some memories. As do these. Growing up, used to wear long socks. You stick these in your pant leg. You stick it to your sock, and then you put your pant leg over your sock, and you rub it, and it would crawl up your leg. Yep. Used to do that all the time as a kid. Could be about living in the country. I don't know. These are so pretty. There's not a whole lot in here, though, that I would be okay with not... I mean, it's going to be very dimensional. So you want to be cognizant of that. I do have another pack of flowers somewhere. I just don't know where they are. And then we're going to just glue. I will go back and, touch that up in a minute. Glue flat. I need another element on this one. I did two, and one. 2, 2, and 1. That doesn't work for me. Put some glue up underneath here. Get those glued down. Take this down this way. This back out. What else is on here? I don't know if I have anything else in here that... Dropping stuff. Let's go. go with that. Okay. Making a mess, making a mess, making a mess. Okay. Now the last step to this is adding washi. Now I do have thin washi, but I didn't like the so what I'm looking for, the aesthetic that it gave. And again, going over something bumpy, so I'm just putting some washi over the stems of that. Go ahead and wrap that around the back because I can. Why not? So, took the bigger one that I had and tearing it in half to make it thin. If things would not be getting stuck to my fingers. Okay, and then set those 3 little finished products there. And a huge mess over here. And here, and here, and here. Okay. And what are you going to do with these? Especially since they're dimensional. You know, you got stuff sticking on the top, so you couldn't really stick it into a pocket. You know, if you stuff it into a pocket, you're going to get hung up. You could if it was a shallow pocket, which I don't know if I have one. I do not have a shallow pocket. You know, if you did one of these little side pockets here, you could certainly tuck that up in there. Right? If you did have a shallow pocket, you know, just a little shorty, you could tuck it in, but I don't. You could glue it on the page, and again, sticking out the side a little bit to make it like a tab. So if you glue just one side, just a little line there. Can glue it hanging off the side of the page, and then it creates a tab. I'll show you the 3 ways that I would use it. Anyway. You could glue the 2 sides. Again, I'm going to hold opposite the corner that I'm gluing. Come on. Gluing in the L shape. Put it down there on the bottom of your page. And the 3rd way, just any kind of a generalized embellishment. You could glue this straight down on a journaling card. You haven't seen these yet, but it can be an embellishment on a tag. You know, pocket. Embellish a pocket with it. I was looking for a tag that's not already decorated. You know, you got this little hidden spot here. You know, any kind of embellishment to stuff. Or you just glue it straight down and it'd be a page embellishment. Mm-hmm. So you end up with a tuck spot there. You can have a tuck spot here. Or it can just be a decoration of some sort. You know, some sort of embellishment. Now, because I have my washi out, And this peach seems very plain to me. I'll go ahead and put some washi on here. All right, pretty simple. Nice, cute, fun little simple project by Miss Melina at, well, her channel is her name, MelinaPylant. They currently have a fundraiser going on. They are raising, they do ministry, on the road ministry, and they are currently fundraising for an RV that will hold their entire family when they do their ministry trips. I think right now they're having to take multiple vehicles. So they have one in mind. They're just trying to get the down payment together. So they are running some fundraising events. There's one on scrapbookingwithme.com. There is basically you're buying raffle tickets, essentially. It's a $30 donation, and then each $30 donation gives you an entry into a drawing for mystery boxes that are valued at $150 each, and I think they said they were doing 4 boxes. But I will have Melina's YouTube channel in the description box, as well as Gail's YouTube channel, and check them out. Melina's last video, in fact, the video that she did her last M Scrapbusters, her husband came on and explained the fundraiser. So you can always get more information there. And their shop website is scrapbookingwithme.com. All right. So that is it. Week 17. The little tabby's sticking out. Thank you for joining me. Hit that notification bell so you know when my videos drop, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.